Oh my god, the texture of this is insane. Like it's, I don't know if you can see that. It's really thick and like gelatiny. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not looking good around here. I don't know if that's picking up. Don't know about that. I think it's the foundation. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I've been super excited to film this video for ages because Revolution have just brought out a new brand called Xxrevolution, which is supposed to be like skincare combined with makeup. And I have got literally the biggest box of makeup. I don't think I've ever done an order of makeup this big. So for today's video, I'm basically just going to be going through, putting it on my face and letting you know what I think. So first up, I bought the Youth Juice Balm Primer, and they had a ton of different primers, but I went for this one because it looked and sounded really cool. It's supposed to be super moisturising. What does it say? Soft touch gel to help restore skin with its hydrating base, which is good because I've literally just cleansed my face and it feels really dry, so hopefully this will help. So this one was, oh, they don't have the prices in here. So I'm pretty sure this one was 10 or 15. If I'm wrong, I'll put the price on screen somewhere. But the Xxrevolution brand is kind of like mid-range prices. Like it's a bit more expensive than normal Revolution makeup, but not like high-end prices, so they're kind of like in the middle. I think kind of similar to like L'Oreal and like those kind of makeup brands. But yeah, this is in some really cool packaging. It's got like a water droplet effect on top, which is actually 3D, and it's like this bright pink colour. So let's crack in. Oh my god, that smells really perfumey. Doesn't, oh, so it has got fragrance in it, but it's kind of like quite far down the list, so it hasn't got that much fragrance. Personally, I'm not keen on products that have fragrance in it because I don't think it's very necessary, and it's just like an added thing you're putting on your face that you don't really want on your face. Oh my god, the texture of this is insane. Like it's, I don't know if you can see that. It's really thick and like gelatiny. I went to like, I don't know why, but I went to like lick it off my finger then. It's like a really strange texture. Oh, it's really thick. I think that'll work really nice as a primer. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring the camera in so we can see what I'm doing on my face and then fully get into it. Okay, so I've just brought the camera in. It's quite close to my face, but I feel like we want that to be able to see what's going on with this new makeup. So I don't really know how to take out the, I think I'm just gonna take it on my nail. That's such a weird texture. It's literally like so jelly-like. I think I'm gonna just like rub it in my hands like I would a moisturiser. That's like super weird. It's really thick feeling, which I quite like because that does feel like it's gonna fully like keep my face moisturised. Okay, so that feels really nice and moisturising on my skin. It's quite cooling as well actually. It seems to be sinking in really quickly, which I think is a good thing. Normally I quite like to have more of a tacky base when I put on my foundation, but at least it means it won't do that like weird balling up thing when you put on a foundation. And then moving on to the foundation, I've got the Glow Skin Foundation. I think most of their most of the names of the stuff has the XX in it because it is obviously the Xxrevolution brand. But yeah, I got the more glowy formula one and I picked this up in the shade F4.5, and I really have trouble matching my foundations because I can never tell what shade I am, but this looks like it might be the right shade for me, I think. So let's just try it out. Also, the packaging is like a frosted glass and then a nice plastic pump lid, so the packaging is very like expensive looking. I think it was £15 for the foundation. Again, I'll put prices on the screen when I can double check them. That primer has just started to feel quite tight on my face, and I'm literally going to take maybe like 2 pumps. That's like 1.5. That colour's actually not too bad. Have I, oh, it's got a really strong like perfumey smell. Actually that shade's fine. I actually managed to get a good shade for once, but it has a really strong smell of like, it's like they scented it with, it just smells like cheap perfume, which is weird. Okay, so that's definitely full coverage, although it's kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but it's like clung to like a patch on my face here, which is strange. Okay, so the shade is just fine, which is a surprise because normally I'm awful at colour matching myself. The finish is true to what it says. It's more of like a medium to full, but it is clinging in weird places like here, here, which is quite strange, and I feel like it's brought out quite a lot of texture in my face. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but other than that, it looks quite nice if you're not looking too closely under bright lights like I am. And then going into concealer, I've got the Super Fix concealer. It says it's crease proof, life proof, full coverage concealer. Crease proof is an interesting claim because I always get creases under my eyes, like right here and on my eyelids, so we'll put it to the test. Oh my god, I really hope this doesn't go all over me. Whoa, that was scary. Okay, so it's got a really weird shaped doe foot. Is that gonna focus? Should I do like the professional? Ooh, that's actually, is that working? Okay, that wasn't gonna focus, but it's got a weird shaped applicator, so let's just go in with it. Oh, and I got this in, what shade did I pick this up in? I got this in CX2, and I think I'll pop the price on screen. I quite like the applicator actually. It makes it a lot easier to control, but it is like quite tight in the actual bottle, like it's quite hard to get in and out. I might have picked up the concealer in too pale shade. Yeah, you can see it there. Like I don't know like what's going on here, but that's where the foundation like clung to. Let's see how crease proof it really is. It's definitely full coverage, like you really don't need a lot of this concealer. Okay, so that's blended quite well, but it has highlighted where like the foundation is like gone really weird. Like I feel like I've got a circle up here, like a line here, and like two lines here, but I don't know if that's showing on camera. But I would say for full coverage, it does still look quite natural, and it is very glowy as well, which is nice, but isn't crease proof. Like it's already creasing, so not crease proof. And then normally I'd go in with like concealer or bronzer next, but I'm actually going to go in with blush because I picked up their Ecstasy Cream Blush Palette. I just thought it looks quite interesting. It looks like a nice dewy type blush palette. Oh my god, I can't get it out of its packaging. And again, really, really nice packaging. It's like a nice pink marbly. And then, to be fair, it's giving me like Claire's makeup vibes, but I won't judge it. I will apply it and then tell you what I think. I think I'm gonna go for this shade right here at the top. Oh, and it's got a mirror, so I don't have to pick up my other mirror. Oh, so they're really like oily feeling. Oh, that's a lot more shimmery than I expected it to be. Nice though. It's almost like a more of like a highlighter. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not looking good around here. I don't know if that's picking up. Don't know about that. I think it's the foundation. Like what is going on? I don't know if the blush is like removing the foundation, but something weird is happening and I'm not impressed with it. Let me just get a bit closer and see if I can show you what I mean. But like here it's kind of gone really strange and patchy, and then it's done the same on this side in the same area, but it was already looking weird before I put the like blusher on. And also like around my nose, some of it's like not all there, so not sure about that. I think it's the foundation. I don't know if I did anything wrong, or to be honest, if you don't look too closely you really can't see, but it's just something that I've noticed with this foundation that I haven't noticed with others. Okay, so moving on to more face products. I've got the Gravitate Complexion Palette, and I picked this up in, I thought I had in Gravitate. Again, very nice expensive looking packaging, and I've heard, I've seen a lot of people say that it's very like similar to Hourglass, and I have actually always wanted to try Hourglass, but I don't think it's as easy to get in this country. But this comes with a contour shade, a highlight shade, and a blush shade. I won't be using the blush because obviously I've just put on the cream blush, but I will be testing out these two. And this shade does look very dark for me, so I'm not going to put a lot on. Okay, well that's quite pigmented. You definitely don't need much at all. It's quite warm tone, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I quite like that. It's pigmented, it's warm tone but not too warm tone, which is good. And there's obviously a lot of products in there as well, so this little palette is going to last you quite a long time. I'm actually just going to swatch each of those on my hand so you can see. Oh, the highlighter looks nice. So those are the swatches. Highlighter looks nice. It's not showing very well on camera, but they look good. So I'm just going to take the highlighter and pop it where I normally would. It kind of has like a pink undertone by the looks of it. Oh, that's quite nice. It's not too overpowering either, although it is looking kind of weird on top of this foundation. I have to say I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation. Like, it's nice and dewy without being overly dewy, but it's just reacting weirdly on my skin. Yeah, I like that palette. I will probably use that again actually. So I did also get their brow pencil, which is the XX Fine Brow Micro Brow Definer. Yeah. But I got the box without the pencil, but I have already emailed them and they're going to send me again, but I did get an empty box, so I can't test out the brow product today. So I'm just going to do my brows normally and then get to the eye products. I did buy the huge colourful eyeshadow palette, but I think I'm going to do a separate video for that just because it's such a big eyeshadow palette. So in terms of eye products, I've got the Exact eyeliner. I think this is gel eyeliner. Yeah, gel eyeliner pencil, and I picked this up in the white shade, which is called Chalk, just because I sometimes do use a white eyeliner and I thought it'd be quite interesting to try the white one. So I'm actually just going to put this along my waterline just because that's normally where I would put white eyeliner. Okay, so it's not really made for your waterline, like I don't think it showed up that well, but I will just swatch it on my hand so you can see what it's like on normal skin. And it is quite pigmented actually. So yeah, I did have in mind to do like a little design where I like cut my crease with it, but I will probably do that in another video. And then I've also got the Magnetics Duochrome eyeliner in the shade Power. And this is like a gold to pink eyeliner, and it's very liquidy on the inside. I'm not going to be using this as well today because I want to do quite a normal look since I'm going out after this, but again, next video I'm going to just go all out with the eye looks, and I'm just going to swatch that. This one's a bit more sheer, I think. Like if you wanted to get like a really pigmented like flick, you'd probably have to go over it twice, but it's still really, really pretty. I want to try and show that the like duochromeness. It's hard to like, it's not really showing up on camera. There we go. And then the eye product that I actually am going to be putting on my face is the Flicks eyeliner felt pen, and this looks promising. It's got like a really nice fine tip. Oh, I think it's focusing. Yeah, so it's super fine, which I'm excited about because I have actually just run out of my eyeliner, so I did need one. I normally do this resting on my desk anyway, so it's quite difficult to do sat on my bed. Okay, I made a bit of a mess with the eyeliner, but it is really black and really precise. So that's definitely gonna be my new go-to eyeliner. I really, really like that. And then even though, I forgot I had this. I've got the Strobe Liquid Lip Gloss in the shade Heroin. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a baby pink gold shimmery. I'm gonna put that on just on its own. Okay, so that's really, really nice and shimmery. The gold is showing through a lot more than the pink, I think. It's not too sticky. It does feel nice and thick, but yeah, I do like that. And then just before I put my mascara on, because I don't think they did a mascara, but I'm just gonna show off the Extravaganza of colour. Oh, it's just called Extravaganza, and this was £28, so it was the most expensive thing in the collection. It's just a massive eyeshadow palette. Oh, I'm struggling to get it in shot. But yeah, I'm obviously going to save this for a different video because there's just like so much to go through here. I do really like the way they've laid it out. The colours look really, really bright. I'm just very excited to get into it, but want to do like a whole dedicated video on that. So I'm just going to put some mascara on and then be back with my final thoughts. So this is the finished look. Overall, I'm quite happy with it, although I don't know if it was the primer or foundation that caused it to like cling to certain areas, but if you're not looking too closely, you can't really see it. I don't know, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's like just kind of sticking to some areas. I might retry it with my normal primer and then see if it's any different, because again, I hadn't used the primer before, so it could have been that. The concealer is also really nice. It was really full coverage. I think you kind of have to work with it a bit quicker because it's the type that would dry down quite quickly. However, it's not crease proof, but it's like not creasing as much as the Conceal and Hydrate one, so that's good. I think generally they are good value for money. They are of a higher price range than normal Revolution products, but it looks like they put a lot more effort into these and a lot more kind of time into these products, so I will definitely continue using them. I think my favourite is probably the eyeliner, just because it's like so black and precise. Highlight is really nice, and also cream blush is really nice. I think with like minimal makeup, the cream blush will look really nice. But yeah, overall I am very happy with it. I will be testing obviously the huge eyeshadow palette in next week's video, and I'll also probably update you on the foundation situation on that video, just to make sure which product was playing up. But if you wanted to check that out, then subscribe down below. Again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.